So this is the supposed councillor who recently got arrested. There's this video that I found. I found it quite
Banabeso, and know this, we didn't call by the man, we called by God.
We are not called by men, I think he means.
Now the approval, ya tolo ya rona.
The approval of our anointing. So when I heard him say approval of anointing, I'm like, how? Man them is a pastor.
Approval, ya anointing ya rona ya pizza rona. It doesn't belong to the man.
So the approval of our calling and the anointing is not from man, it's from God.
But it belongs to God. I'm a prophet that somebody approve or not approve, but he can't change. I'm a prophet. Now the other things that are merely about to buy 2 days or no approval. Harabatlia munna. Imparabatla approval. Little bang honest. Approval. You're the only one who knows everything. Now, in a lobana but to buy put under pressure, but to buy stress, but to buy to the heart attack, but about to accept the calling. You can't do that.
So he mostly sees people put themselves under pressure, not wanting to accept the calling and stuff like that. And he's saying you can't do that. Now, just a second. I'll get to.
That one is a battle that you lose. The Almighty, when he said, I have called you, or a human being will approve or I approve it.
Okay, fine. So he's an ANC councillor. Recently got caught in some very dodgy man business. Busy. Dabbling himself into some weird stuff. Claims he is a prophet. Now, I saw an article saying that Muruti was Muruti the naked pastor basically remains in jail. That's him, the ANC councillor who's supposedly a prophet. And accused councillor Tebo so and so appeared in so and so magistrate court on Wednesday, and they say this is particularly in the Northwest. The 43-year-old appeared in court on Wednesday, and the party entered the court with a smile, wearing a grey trousers and blah 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 blah. I'm not here to read this entire thing and whatnot, and so they go to speak on the particular subject, representing him, so and so representing him, and the people that were outside also, there for their protesting and so forth. So Mandem was there claiming to be hearing God, but he wasn't hearing God about his abuses. So because someone said they were hearing God doesn't mean they are hearing God. They might be hearing themselves as God. Might be hearing themselves or hearing their flesh as God. And again, a lot of people are deceived by position. Once they get into certain positions, it deceives them to think they have a calling. Some people, I've said this before, I can't remember what video I was doing, but I think I was talking about one influencer. And I stated, this thing of becoming an influencer, then feeling like you have a calling. I think it was an actor or something who said that they had a calling to be a pastor. And in that particular subject, I brought up this particular subject of people who have influence on social media, then think that that translates to them having a calling. This creates a lot of errors, but not just errors, but it creates a lot of downfalls. It creates a lot of areas of downfalls. And my concern here is not even with him. Him is going to rot in jail. The system will deal with him. My concern here is people that continue listening to people. Not everybody that says that they are called, they are called. And again, not everybody thinking they're called is called. Gotta really sit on it a little bit, just really make sure. Because you see, those deeds you are doing in the background, they will tell you whether you are called. Because if you were hearing God, you say you're a prophet. He was there claiming to have the anointing, claiming to be a prophet, and yet man them was thinking. Some of these people, when they get into position, that's the thing that I want to really highlight. When they get into position, they then claim to be something with high influence in society. You saw this, what's this kid's name? Sandy Leshes. Scammer, accused of fraud, he gets arrested, he comes out, he wants to start a political party. The influence makes him feel like he has that thing to become a leader within a political setting. It's a kid who's a fraudster. Proved fraudster. Running away, running around. For years, for over a decade, he kept running around telling us that he was a multi-millionaire. Now he was running away from paying back the debts of the people that he scammed. Now he wants to lead the country. That person wants to lead the country. He wants to lead who? All the people he was scamming? All the people he kept lying to about doing things? It's very popular. I've seen it a lot in a lot of positions where people are influential. They get into influential positions, they feel like they have a calling. They get into influential position, they want some other place of exercising rights over people. It's very diabolic. Now this one here, he was busy with children and he was busy with doing the funnies. Okay? Now you might go and look up his name and then you'll see what stories come up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Tebogo Sipale or something like that. I'll leave it down in the description below. And you'll see what stories come up around him. So you may understand. Claiming to be a prophet, claiming anointing, wanting to tell us about the anointing upon his life. You understand? Yeah. Claiming counselor, what? The position manipulated him and it put him in a position where he felt like he was. And in the goal of seeking position, he sought the highest that he saw, pastoral. Kantimantem was using these positions in order to set himself in a position where he could take advantage of people. It's the reality show with the daily Christian commentary videos. Be warned. Not everybody that claims these things is of them.